This week, we're doing a recap of 2024, highlighting the best places we've camped, favorite gear of the year, and some of the best food we've made out on the road. For those of you who are new here, my name is Caden. I've been traveling and camping all around Southern Nevada for the past few years, creating videos to show you guys where to camp, what gear to bring, and cook some good food along the way. Kicking off this recap with a list of our favorite places we've camped in 2024. These aren't in any particular order. I just went through our videos from the beginning of 2024. But if you want to know more info or get more information about these locations, links to all these videos in the description below. So let's get started. First up on my list is Butte National Monument, one of America's newer national monuments with an abundance of red rock sandstone landscapes. This place is one of the most remote areas on this list. You don't hear a lot about this place, but it's really popular for off-roaders and those with UTVs and side-by-sides. The entire monument spans over 300,000 acres of desert. Access to the monument is pretty much dirt roads with zero amenities. There may be a porta potty at the beginning of the monument, but other than that, pack it in and pack it out. But it is gorgeous out there with a ton of hiking trails, petroglyphs, big sinkholes, and the best views of red rocks we've ever seen. Just Google Little Finland if you don't believe me. 4x4 is highly recommended out there, and I would also say bring a friend who has been out there before when exploring the area because there is no signal, so be sure to download your maps ahead of time. It takes about 2 hours to get to the beginning of Butte, which is marked by Whitney Pocket. The best time of year to go is any time but the summer. It gets scorching hot since it is the desert. The best time to go is about late October to early spring. Next up on my list is Kingman, Arizona. Known for its mining history, ranching, and Route 66 heritage, Kingman, Arizona is considered the heart of Route 66, with a ton of Route 66 attractions from museums, souvenir shops, and diners. They also have some great breweries and restaurants and bars. Normally, Kingman is a drive-by city to grab gas on our road trips, but we were pleasantly surprised when we walked along Kingman's downtown area, met the locals, and had a blast out there. We ended up camping close to downtown Kingman, where we found a spot off Hip Camp, which this was the first time I had ever used Hip Camp to find a spot, but this option turned out great. Our camp spot was on a huge plot of land which had great views, close proximity to town, super quiet, and a large space for us to camp and spread out. Even though we used Hip Camp to camp for the night, there is a good amount of dispersed camping options outside of Kingman, Arizona, such as DW Road and Blake Ranch Road, which I have camped off Blake Ranch Road in the past and got snowed on back in 2023. To get to Kingman, Arizona, it's about a 90-minute drive from Las Vegas. The best time to visit Kingman is spring and fall, where the weather is mild and great for exploring. Next on the list is Bob Lake in Williams, Arizona. A little over 3-hour drive from Las Vegas, Williams, Arizona is one of our favorite small towns in Arizona to visit. It's a great spot to escape the heat most of the time. Lots to do around the area, from the longest mountain coaster in Arizona to visiting bears in Bearizona to gorgeous lakefront views at Bob Lake, where we ended up camping. We've done a few different videos in Williams, Arizona, so check those out for everything you can do in the area because there is a lot. Best time of year to visit Williams is usually in the summertime, but July can get pretty hot, so just check the weather. Next up on our list is Dixie National Forest. We wanted to escape the heat, so going 10,000 feet in elevation was our ticket. About a 3-hour drive from Las Vegas, Dixie National Forest is a great place to camp with a ton of dispersed camping options in the area. Literally, there is no shortage of dispersed camping out there. You also have access to Navajo Lake and Cedar Breaks National Monument, which are great spots to check out and hang out for the day. The best time of year to visit is the summer. Because this area is so high in elevation, the winters can get really snowy. And last on our list is Hilltop Campground on Mount Charleston. This is the closest campground and place on this list to Las Vegas for our 2024 recap. It's only a 45-minute drive from town. This campground has one of the best views of Mount Charleston. They literally have campsites that sit at the edge of the mountain with great views of the valley. All spots are first come first serve though, and as you can imagine, with these stunning views, the campground can be pretty packed. The spots were pretty big and spaced out, which was great, but what wasn't great? Their bathrooms were nasty, so I highly recommend you bring your own portable bathroom set with you when you're camping out here. The best time to go is the summertime, especially to escape the heat. This campground is closed for the winter. Some honorable mentions of our 2024 camping season. Number 1 is our 10-day Colorado road trip. This entire trip was crazy, filled with picturesque mountain views, and was definitely an adventure, but one of our favorite places we camped was out in Clayton Campground, right outside of Telluride, as well as Silverton, Colorado, where we ended up staying at a cool riverside campground. Next on the list is Burrow Creek Campground, which was also fun. This is up near Hilltop, Arizona. It's a peaceful campground by the river. I got lucky with a great spot, and it was just a really nice and quiet area to camp. One of the first trips we made out in 2024 was to Death Valley, which was only 2 hours away and another great area to camp with lots to see out in Death Valley. And this concludes our favorite places that we've camped in 2024. So let's move on to camping gear. I don't buy a lot of new gear throughout the year. I'm pretty minimal when it comes to the gear I want to keep on hand with me. If it works well and lasts, I usually don't buy redundancy. So a lot of our staple gear we've used for years now, such as the double Coleman stove, Tembo Tescadle, our front rudder camp chairs, which we've had for a few years now. But some of the new additions we've made to our camp set in 2024 include some new accessories for the Scotty Grill. Number 1, the Pizza Stone and Cast Extension. The Pizza Stone for the Scotty Grill worked really well, better than what I was expecting, where we made some banh mi pizza with fresh pizza dough. And using the Scotty Cast, I made some of the best smash burgers I've ever made. The cast accessory heated evenly and it just works really, really well. Next up is the Coleman oven. Obviously, my shepherd's pie was amazing. If you saw my last video, you probably also saw me jump from a fat mouse that creeped into camp. And the last camp accessory that I will mention is we've added a 2-inch foam insert to our GFC mattress, which has made sleeping in the tent that much more comfortable. Moving on from gear to some of our favorite foods that we've cooked this year. You guys already know I love to cook. Food tastes better outside. So some of my most memorable foods and foods I'd definitely make again this year, starting off with Philly burritos. Philly cheesesteak sandwiches in burrito form. Enough said. Next up are these bulgogi tacos that I got all these ingredients from Trader Joe's using their Korean pancakes, and I also made a side of Korean barbecue coleslaw. Everything just turned out amazing with this taco rendition. Next up is a chopped cheese sandwich. Ooey gooey cheese, meat, perfectly toasted bun. You can't go wrong. Next is Cowboy Kent's Big Mac casserole using the Big Dutch oven over the fire. This was surprisingly really good, especially with the biscuit on top. It really did taste like a Big Mac and was easy to make. Next on the list is chicken pot pie using the Coleman oven. I ended up making my own pot pie filling, which was the game changer here. It literally tasted like restaurant style pot pie. The Coleman oven ended up giving the pie crust a perfect little crisp on top and cooked it perfectly. Last on my list is the banh mi pizza. This is probably one of my favorites on the list and one of the more unique pizzas I've ever made. It legit tasted like we were at a restaurant with the fresh pizza dough and the fresh toppings from a banh mi sandwich. It just all came together so well, and I highly recommend, of any recipe on this list, definitely try the banh mi pizza. And that concludes the video, guys. Some of the best places that we've camped, some of the new additions to our gear in 2024, and some of the best food that we made over the last year. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thank you to every single person who watched a video in 2024. It helps out a lot. So thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.